Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on November the 13th, 2020. Disney shows recovery thanks to streaming service. Walt Disney Co and its fast-growing video streaming business and theme parks are partially recovering. On Thursday, it gave investors renewed hope that the entertainment company survived the worst of the coronavirus pandemic. Total revenue fell 23% to $14.71 billion for the quarter, about the analyst average of $14.2 billion. In addition, Disney's adjusted loss per share was 20 cents compared with expectations of 70 cents per share. After Disney posted quarterly earnings, its shares jumped 5.6% after trading closed. While the coronavirus pandemic has hit the company's theme parks and movie studios, the focus on streaming has been timely for consumers stuck at home. Disney, meanwhile, managed its rarely visited theme parks with fewer losses than analysts expected. Trump issues ban on investing in Chinese companies. On Thursday, the Trump administration issued an executive order banning U.S. investments in Chinese firms that Washington says are owned or controlled by the Chinese military, stepping up pressure on Beijing after the U.S. elections. The order may affect some of China's largest companies. The move aims to keep U.S. investment companies, pension funds, and other firms from buying shares in 31 Chinese companies, which the Defense Department identified as backed by the Chinese military earlier this year, starting January the 11th. This move is likely to worsen the already tense relations between the world's two leading economies, according to Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin. China is calling on the United States to end its arbitrary crackdown on investment. Wall Street closes lower amid pandemic fears. Wall Street closed with a strong decline on Thursday amid a sharp increase in the number of coronavirus infections in the United States, while investors were assessing the approximate timing of the massive rollout of the vaccine. The daily number of new cases of the virus in the United States exceeded 100,000 for 8 consecutive days. The Dow Jones fell 1.08% to 29.080.17 points. The S&P 500 fell 1% to 3.537.01, and the Nasdaq Composite fell 0.65% to 11.709.59. Airline and cruise lines shares dropped 3 to 8%. In company news, Chinese online retailer Pinduoduo jumped 20% on the Nasdaq after reporting strong quarterly revenue. Moderna shares rose 6.5% after the pharmaceutical company announced that it's going to provide preliminary test results for its experimental COVID-19 vaccine. Shares of Cisco Systems jumped 8.6% after publishing quarterly results. Central Bank of Mexico left interest rate at 4.25%. The Central Bank of Mexico on Thursday suddenly kept its key interest rate at 4.25%, citing the need for a pause to assess inflationary pressures. The regulator did not change the cost of borrowing of the first time in almost a year and a half. 4 out of 5 members of Mexico's Board of Governors voted to keep the rate. At the same time, a vote was cast for the reduction of the key rate by 25 basis points to 4%, which indicates thoughts of a decrease. The central bank was expected to cut the rate to 4%, which would be the 12th consecutive decline in borrowing costs since the August 2019 meeting.